So as the title should state, yeah, this is suddenly a Kouji video. I'm feeling a little better, but let's see if that holds for the rest of the week, because I really don't like, as we have Zektas World of... I really should just write this down. Zektas World of 4 random item stats. Should be relatively easy, it's just Zektas, but... yeah, hopefully I'm feeling better, and that stays throughout the week. I'm feeling better now, otherwise I wouldn't be making this video, but, you know, things can change, so I'm trying to also take it easy, while I'm also doing other stuff, so, game development. But as we get into Zektas World of War character exclusive random item Kouji, for the timestamp's sake, we'll repeat, yeah, I was feeling not great for the past 16 hours, so, knowledge second, every single non-stat check, and dexterity knowledge, we'll set in a cold shop, why not? Random item stats, maybe we get a high damage small candle, but hey, fun times ahead. So, yeah, let's see here before, yeah, nothing else here. And away we go. And again, just doing World of War videos, they are the easier, less difficult videos for me to make. And I want to do something every day, if nothing else, like making some kind of video. But because this is a gaming channel, obviously, I should probably put something about video games on this channel. But then there's also game development, so I'll talk about that in a bit as I go over my mysteries. Bolton, Botanist, Nails, Ramen, and Painting. I want to take Botanist first, actually. We'll do Nails third, Bolton second? Yeah. I just don't like the Forest. If I were to give advice, I would say take Bolton first, but sometimes you don't, so I'm going to actually do a half-seas here. So I'm going to prepare twice, and I'm going to visit the tree once. And immediately get branded. That's... if there's one of two curses you don't want to see... oh, I didn't set the occult shop, by the way, so I guess we're going army knife. But you know what, actually... I still save mine now. I lose too much reason, never mind. Now, if I could get a thing at all, that would be great, but... we are in random item stats, right? Yeah, that's why. Yeah, we are, because we did not buy the army knife. That's how I know. Well, my doom and my mouth. Yeah, pain. And we're on Zektas too, so we're actually losing stats as we lose our lives. You're gonna lose one stat in every... I think 95% of the time you're just gonna lose one in every stat. Do we want to do a no monument run? I don't know. I forgot to consider that. Well, anywho. I forgot what I was saying because so many stuff. I did this to myself. Hey, on the offset or on the tail end of a feeling ill, which I was feeling ill a few days ago too, mainly a headache. This time it was the last 16 hours. If you didn't see my... or if you don't know about my notifications and my community page, which is primarily how I communicate, at least on this platform, then yeah, I pretty much had a sore throat, so not good for my voice. The trade-off, I normally can just power through it, but it was really bad. You could hear it in my voice if I had released what I recorded, which I have now deleted. So, oh my goodness. Wine, by the way. This gives us a free empty bottle. And that's the least I can do. If you're watching these videos as someone who's completely new to World of Horror, I can try to introduce, you know, things that you may or may not know. For charisma, by the way. Well, we did pass. But for those who like normally would come to watch World of War videos, I'm just being redundant. But that's not always a bad thing. But hey, nice +1 modifier, by the way. But nonetheless, I mean, I think in general it's good for me to really commentate over gameplay. Talking about the gameplay. Obviously, there are a lot of, you know, better content creators and streamers in terms of their ability to, you know, speak on other things and kind of multitask, I guess, their thoughts. Me, on the other hand, I recognize that I'm a bit weaker in that aspect, but in the meanwhile, there's more than this. That's only just one factor, being able to multitask, I guess, in terms of while you're streaming, while you're making a video, while you're making content, while you're doing anything that has to do with, I guess, the entertainment factor, question mark. Because, yeah, it's not like I'm someone who's well-versed, or at least successful as I would believe most people would believe to be the value, not value, as I die here once. We'll do 2 runs. I just thought maybe I could pass a luck check. It was 50-50, but We needed something going good for us because we spent so much Doom there. Well, at least we won't get a Zik. Never mind, we get another Zictast run. We get the exact same Zictast run, except we're ill-fated. And it's not going to be the exact same, because even slight changes like Mysteries, Comedy, well, that's a bigger change. But the Lighthouse can be a factor in your demise. But as we get ill-fated here, at least we'll be able to level up immediately. We're on random item stats again, and Kouji specific perks. But we have Zictast once more, so hopefully... Maybe I should change things up as I get into Zictast ill-fated. And by that I mean, well, we're gonna level up, but Tachi-san second mystery, dexterity, strength, knowledge, and maybe a light check. This time I will... No, we're not. The reason I'm not going to is because on Zictast, you want to try and find ways to keep your Doom low, pretty much, and not use as much, because the double effect of your Doom increasing and then your stats also decreasing can end badly for you, which does to some extent mean you know, being more experienced with the Roll of Horror will help you with Zictast, but you can also just blindly go through Scissors, Painting, Kana, Flood, and Bulletin. So for the purposes of being able to take damage at all, we will take Kana now. We might as well level up as well. All perks would have been nice, but we don't have that. We're on character-specific perks, and we get pretty much nothing. I could reroll here. I'm not going to do that. And I think... No, we need to increase dexterity once. Hopefully we get quick thinking for that. If we don't, shrug. But in the meanwhile, we'll trade off a thing. Also, we have Scissors, so we should set the police patrols to the school, because the school is at max threat level. And if there's anything a newer player that's watching this video can take away, use the police station. The police station is given to you by default. You don't need to unlock anything through achievements. It is very helpful to lower threat levels. Just, even if it's low, you can lower it, because that's a bit more events you're succeeding in if you're rolling on stat checks. Do we have the ability to do some cool stuff? Kind of, but if this corpse takes a step backward, some pain. Okay, good. Unless the chat is the in-game chat is lying to me. Never mind. Wait, didn't it? Did I just take double damage? Anywho. Or did I just have low reason? I think I just had low reason, right? Because then I took 4 reason. Yeah. Right? Anywho. Well, we're ill-fated, so we're purposely gonna take stamina damage, but, well, you know what? We're gonna visit the History Club once. Just in case. We're gonna take it. Considering our reason is low, but also we're about to enter Scissors, and we could just eat a bunch of damage. So... And we're gonna eat a bunch of damage here, too, because we have to save Kana. But the ill-fated Memory Extract does put up some good synergy, if you happen to get Memory Extract, because you should usually have a handful of experience, whether that's at the beginning of the run, or in the middle of the run. There are some lows on the spike of graphs, the graph spike that I've just described, and that is when you just level up, but otherwise you usually have enough to use Memory Extract, and it's a good handful of healing to have for reason in an emergency, like this. But I want to take Scissors first so that I can, if we're on timeline A, which we're not, get the Cursed Scissors, but otherwise we get a Wooden Bat. Better than nothing. Although random item stats, yeah, that was not good. I would have liked to see I wanted a 5 damage Wooden Bat. That's all I can really say. Now, I shouldn't have traded stamina there, but I'm more scared of Zictast and Doom than I am of stamina at the moment. Well, actually, let me correct that. I'm more scared of losing too much reason and dying from reason loss than, or losing the run from reason loss than my Doom increasing. But... well, I can't even do... I didn't equip the Wooden Bat. Well, I could just run, but don't want to do that either. So, I guess we're just going to do 90% kicks. I have already made a mistake. Probably the biggest mistake yet of the second run. The first run, probably should have just rested. I only really did that to myself, but I don't normally expect to go into a forest with even just 4 stamina and dying, pretty much. That was the sound of me doing a shrug and then dropping my arm and then my hand slapping my body. But as we level up again, we did not get the thingamajiggy, but in the meanwhile, we can increase strength for whatever it matters. Baseball bat used by the school's team. You know, if you quizzed me on that, I wouldn't have known that. If you quizzed me on a lot of things World of Horror lore-wise, I'm probably not going to know it. But we lose nothing here. We're on ill-fated. I think 2 claps, right? So 5 clap attempt? I guess we can check again. I think that loaded teacher was my second encounter, correct? Well, unfortunately, I don't get to Desperate Prep Strong. But I don't need 2 question mark? Well, the Stalker Girl gained health, so we actually need to do this again. In fact, well, no. If she drains HP, I need to do a thing anyway, but it's fine for the moment. The camera kind of helping out. I still would have been able to do 100% attack, but we did a reverse rest. We lost 2 all, but Doom decreased by 3. And I think we do 5 claps here, question mark? I say question mark a lot because sometimes I can hear it in my own voice. Like, I think this happened back about 2 years ago during a non-World of Horror video. I can't remember what exactly I was doing, as I miss nearly every single clap I could have. But we are dying. But I was listening to myself and I was like, I know I'm trying to ask a question here, but it's not quite clear because it sounds like I'm making a statement. So therefore, I started saying question mark a lot more often. Along with just people saying question mark, and that stuck onto me. But when I thought about it back 2 years ago, it kind of made more sense to me. By the way, we have Flood, oh no, never mind, not nails. But we do have Flood. We can rest with Flood, but we are still going to be in pain because we don't have a great weapon. But not much else I can do about that. Hopefully I don't get tackled. I mean, actually, we won't, right? Because this should be a 2-tap. Guaranteed 2-tap. Now, if I didn't increase my strength to 8, or if we lose this extra point in strength, we can no longer do 3 boosts into a strong. So, in a way, the camera does still help my accuracy very much. Did I say that right? That doesn't sound grammatically correct. But as I nearly die here, we can rest and visit the village because we need the theologist at a minimum. Yeah. I think we can keep resting, but we're not going to be able to top off our reason, especially if we lose reason again. We do have memory extract. I don't want to use it, though. This, on the other hand, I guess it's fine for now. Is it fine, actually? I need to gamble. I'd rather hit 1 than miss both. But once that happens, we can do this, I think. It's not guaranteed, but 95%? 65%? Okay, good. Pretty much a coin flip. Otherwise, we should probably just equip this shovel and swing really hard. Never mind, it does less damage. Alright. We're gonna just ignore what I just said. I could throw the shovel at the boss here, but with 7 reason, this is not gonna be a very fun Flood boss. Largely in part due to the weapon I'm using, but we do have very good Doom management. The problem is that we are missing literally everything else. So we'll do our best, and we do have memory extract, so in a way, we can take less experience from this encounter. Just straight up. And then we can see what happens. Now, at this point, I could just toss the wooden bat. I could go for, you know, I could actually get funds and grab a weapon at this point. But we're about to enter painting, and we're going to be, well, no, well, yeah, we'll keep the bat for the moment. The main reason we're keeping the bat for the moment is because maybe there's something I can defeat in painting. Because otherwise I'm just going to run from the whole Rin thing. I'm going to run from even the Pillar Vampire if we ran into it yet. Gamble here. And then we run from Rumu Ghost. So 3 encounters out of however many, 6 or 7 I guess. I feel like there's more though. But even just a 25% chance of running away, I might as well just sit here and keep going. And then just run away. Improvised, by the way. Fast hands, interesting, but a little late. And then, yeah, we need to increase dexterity. Just so that we have enough... actually, we can wait. We can wait. Our max Doom is essentially 84% right now. And I'm going to keep increasing strength because I want to be able to do 3 attack boosts. So, in painting we go, and we do have Bulletin last, but Roads Closed Tragedy, while it would be quite painful, isn't going to end the run. Or it shouldn't. And that's all I really have to say. I forgot which one removes stamina. Well, the Doom is, okay, just as good. For now. Basically, we have a lot of Doom to spend, and once we reach the lighthouse, we'll be able to survive no matter what. If we can. This is stamina? No, it's reason. I'm going crazy. Well, we do have memory extract, so... Yep, and then, like I said, we're just gonna run here. We have the Doom to do so. We'll take a light source, but... I think we're okay for the moment, so... As we keep moving on, we're on encounter lockout, 2 investigations, 1 investigation. We get charisma, didn't need it. Actually would have rather preferred strength or dexterity. But if I believe in getting quick thinking, then yes, just give me strength, please, game. Because we're on ill-fated, our stats increasing doesn't do anything else for us. But we're also not going to fight the boss here. That would probably not be a smart idea. But anywho. Yeah, I would be doing a bit more now, but I think in the long term, as I move into the topic of game development, I would rather work on game development and feature that on this channel instead. Now, we'll see how good it really is, but I do have ideas, and I think they're pretty good ones, but we'll see. I didn't get quick thinking, which makes me sad, but we do still have Doom to spare, so... The next level up, though, if I don't see quick thinking, I'm just going to take dexterity as we enter our last mystery with 32% Doom. Effectively, like 52% Doom, because like I said, we lose 1 stat, which means calculation-wise, we will die at 84% Doom. But we should be able to survive, even if we need to rest a few times. Okay, never mind. Yeah, so okay, we're perfectly fine there. Oh, now we're worried about stamina and reason. Because now we have our full amount of Doom that we can spend, unless we get like flashbacks twice, I guess. But unless that happens, we should be okay. Also, we need to visit the forest twice. We can just run away from anything, like literally anything, especially the Kinoko Gatherer, primarily because he's so tanky. If he had like, I'd say about 22, 24 HP, I'd fight it. 24, really, if I'm only prepared. But otherwise, 22, I'd kind of risk eating for all damage at times. That's not great, but if it only happens once per mystery, I don't really mind as much. If it happens every mystery, though, that we do have a problem. But keeping in mind we have memory extract at the moment, and then we have rest available at pretty much any moment. We're pretty good, although coughing blood does not make me feel good. I think we still have enough things, but we might as well grab the painkillers while we're here. And then also use our funds, but... Let us see if we actually survive. Like, I'd really have to bubble it up. If you're experienced with the World of Horror, you should have no problems here. But for anyone who doesn't know what's going to happen, 57% Doom, you might feel comfortable, but trust me, like, what's happening here, if you didn't have memory extract, you could be in a bit of trouble. But the most frequent thing I've seen in the past, I guess, 2 months when I've popped into people's videos or streams is that, you know, they forget that lighthouse rests are lighthouse rests, so you can spend 10 Doom and heal 5 HP, stamina, and reason, both, and be perfectly fine. But that does require you to remember that you can rest at the lighthouse. That might sound a bit too blunt and, you know, simplistic, but actually it's among everything that happens in World of Horror, it is easy to forget the small things. Especially if you've only played like a few runs of World of Horror, even up to like every god on Harbinger twice. Hey, I forget things, but that's me. Still though, I don't remember everything. I think I can just brute force this lighthouse though. So we're just gonna hold this level up, and then do this. And now we fail everything, but we know we have enough to survive. Again, a very common piece of information, but it's not so common, obviously. Is that... we're gonna do this once. Is that you only need 10 stamina and 6 reason to survive the lighthouse, on average. And the only reason that would ever fluctuate is because of status effects. But normally, 10 stamina and 7 reason. Now, again, you always need to add the asterisk that is... If you are, like, badly bleeding, or you have cut artery... that threshold increases, but you should normally take care of those, or be able to take care of those before you enter the lighthouse, where you can't do anything. So, yeah, without further ado, hey, that's been a Suddenly Kouji video, and if you have anything to say, you know, you can feel free to ask. Otherwise, I'll go back to work, and hopefully we'll get things done, and I'll see you later. Thank you for watching. Bye!